Okay, that's great. So we'll solve. Sorry. Okay. So this is exercise problem which I actually want you guys to solve more than myself solving. I'll just wait. Let me just see. Like in the previous chapters, what we have discussed, I will want you guys to solve and let me know the doubts so that we can discuss later. Maybe this one I can just help you to frame the equation in this case. For example, find the two consecutive natural numbers. They are consecutive numbers, which means एक के बाद एक है. Natural numbers, which means plus one है उनके बीच में. The sum of whose reciprocal is 9/2. सो उनके रेसिप्रोकल का सम जो है ना दैट इज 9/2. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 1/x, इफ x is the first consecutive number, then the next consecutive number will be x plus 1. Okay, now the sum of their reciprocal, for the reciprocal of the first number is 1 by x, reciprocal of the second number is 1 by x plus 1. Their sum is equal to 9/20. This is what they have said basically. Okay, now how to solve this? Take LCM na bro. So what you can do, you can multiply it over here, x plus 1, you can multiply it over here, x plus 1. So what you'll get in the numerator, you'll get x plus 1 plus x. In the denominator, you're multiplying with each other. So that will give you x square plus x is equal to 9/20. Now when you'll solve it, you will, when you will simplify it, you will get some x square, some, you'll get a quadratic equation. Then you will have to find the factors of those quadratic equation. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Uh, I'm just giving you hints to solve. I'm not literally sitting and solving everything. I'm just giving you hints. In 13th one, what you can do is like the hypotenuse of right angle triangle is 10 centimeters. That's what they've said. Hypotenuse they've given h. The difference of the other two sides is 2. Then the perimeter of the triangle will be how much? So the first equation what you have is hypotenuse square is equal to, sorry, is equal to a square plus b square, which means one side square plus another side square. I'll call it as a square plus b square. This is one of the equation which you have. Another equation what you have is so the difference of the other two sides is 2. Basically, a minus b is equal to 2 is what they have said. Okay. Now, since a minus b is equal to 2, uh, or I can say that if one side is a, x is equal to, or maybe or in simple language, I can say if a is equal to x, then b is equal to x plus 2. Okay, I hope it's clear. Basically, उन दोनों के बीच का difference is 2. So if one side is called as x, the other side will be what? X plus 2. So that you have to substitute over here. So your equation becomes like this.
Sir,
N
A
square.
minus 2.
Sir, shouldn't A be x plus 2?
Sir,
Then do one thing.
yes, sir.
I understood your point. It
Sir,
doesn't matter actually. A and B both are assumed numbers. What you can consider, this is B minus A. Then khatam na.
okay. हाँ.
So that's what even I understood that when I was telling you, I understood कि हाँ it should have been ulta. But actually it doesn't matter because ये दोनों हमने तो assume किया है. Okay. So
Uh,
instead of A, I'll write
Sir, how B
X.
minus A is 2? Can you repeat?
Because the difference between the two sides is 2, the question says.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Yeah. So instead of a square, I'll write x square, and instead of b square, I'll write x plus 2 the whole square. Okay? So when you solve this, it's pretty clear that you're going to get a quadratic equation. And once you get a quadratic equation, then you have to solve further and find the factors. I hope it's clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
Sir, I have a doubt in the 14th and 17th and 18th question.
Find the two consecutive numbers when the difference of the reciprocal. See, like how we have written the sum of the reciprocal, like 1 by x. So similarly, the difference means it will be minus sign. Let me see. Difference of the reciprocal is 1 by 42. So two consecutive whole numbers it is. So 1 by x and 1 by x plus 1 is equal to 1 by 42. You have to solve this equation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. This is for 14th. Okay. Now somebody might be having a doubt कि sir, मतलब ठीक है मैं पहले ही बता देता हूँ. Don't see which number should you write first. Always the bigger number should be written first. Okay. Now you'll say sir x plus 1 तो x से बड़ा होता है ना. But my dear children, if the bigger number is coming in the denominator, then the overall the complete number will become a smaller number. For example, 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. Even though 4 is greater than 2, but 1 by 4 is less than 1 by 2. Same logic. Even though x plus 1 is greater than x, but 1 by x plus 1 will be less than 1 by x. Yes, Rishik, tell me.
The 12th one, can we like just do it from the options because the sum of reciprocals which will be 1 by
No, no,
like if we take
no.
b, so
Rishik, hold on, hold on. See, doing from the options is always an option for you. Most of the sums you can do from the options. You don't have to sit and solve each and every sum. But because doing from the option, it's a shortcut, right? So hence I am not always preferring to do it from the options. Only when the solving becomes very difficult, then only I prefer to go for the options wala thing. Okay, you can
okay.
do it from the options as well. Not a problem. Now, in this case, 17th भी कोई तो डाउट पूछ रहा था. In this case, first you have to take LCM. मैं just एक step solve करके बताऊंगा. I'll not be solving everything. So when I take LCM, I'll be getting x minus 1 plus x plus 1 in the numerator. Then x plus 1 into x minus 1 gives you x square minus 1 in the denominator. Then 1 by x minus 3 over here. Then again, मतलब in this case, plus 1 minus 1 cancel हो जाएगा. 2x बचेगा. Then you take x minus 3 over here. So 2x multiplied by x minus 3 is equal to x square minus 1. That gives you 2x square minus 6x is equal to x square minus 1. That gives you x square minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation. And then इसको further solve. अच्छा, so further solve नहीं करना. Quadratic equation ही find करना. None of these will be your answer. Any doubt? Okay. So we are done with this polynomial. Just, sorry, not polynomial, quadratic explanation we are done with. Just give me a moment. Let me just check. Just let me just open the quadratic equation ka worksheet. Here it is. Can you see the worksheet for quadratic equation? Can you see the worksheet for quadratic equation?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Wonderful. So the first question is here. The number गलती से नीचे misplaced हुआ. The solution set of the given equation is given as x in the bracket again x plus 3 is equal to 40 is what? So basically we have to solve this quadratic equation and find what is the answer. In this case, sorry, when I open the bracket, x into x becomes x square. 3 into x becomes 3x plus 3x. Then 40 जो वो साइड पे है इस तरफ अगर लेके आएंगे तो इट विल बी minus 40 is equal to 0. Now you will have to find two numbers जिनका addition तुम्हें 3x देगा and जिनका multiplication तुम्हें -40 देगा. So again, uh, multiplication में when you see negative sign तभी समझ जाने का addition नहीं बल्कि subtraction ही करना. You should subtract two numbers to give you 3. So what should be the two factors in this case? Now since you have option, I'll give you one more technique. Since you have these options, what you can do, you can just observe the options and then write one of them. Just check whether, sorry, is my voice audible?
Between.
The
Is
voice
my
is cracking.
Okay, is my voice audible now?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
it's
sir.
out.
But in between, it was not coming
Yes,
only.
I understand. I understand. I'll repeat from where you might have lost me. Okay. So what I was saying. Huh. Uh, yeah. So since you have options, अगर आपको factors directly click नहीं हो रहा, you're not able to understand the factors, you can just observe the options and figure out. You can try those options. For example, the first option is 5 and 8. Don't go for the signs. Just see 5 and 8. You know subtraction की जरूरत है. 5 minus 8 3 मिलेगा क्या? Yes. 5 multiplied by 8 40 मिलेगा क्या? Yes. So 5 and 8 ही आपके factors है. 5 8 5 8. Now, किसको negative देना है? Since the answer is a positive number, you'll give the negative sign to the smaller number. So -5 and 8 are your factors. Simple funda. So since a is equal to 1 in this case, आप directly brackets में घुस सकते हो. You can directly write this as x minus 5 and x plus 8. That gives you x equal to 5 and x equal to -8. 5 and -8. Option 2 will be your correct answer. Let me know if you have any doubt, let me know. Okay, I believe it's clear. Okay, let's proceed further to the second one. What expression must be added to so and so number to give so and so? What you need is added. अच्छा, added मतलब easy हो गया ना फिर तो. ठीक है. What you need is, so I'll do, I'll write 5x square plus 7x plus 2 plus some expression I have to add. I'll call that expression as a, so that I should get the answer as 7x square minus 1. So I have to find A. In order to find A, what I have to do? I have to take everything else to the other side. So A will be equal to 7x square. I'll take 5x square to the other side, I'll get minus 5x square. I'll take 7x to the other side, I'll get minus 7x. I'll take 2 to the other side, I'll have minus 2, and over here I already have minus 1. So ultimately 7 minus 5 is 2x square minus 7x minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. That's your answer. Option 3. Okay. So let's proceed further. The third one. The sum of a natural number and its square is 132. What is the difference of the two numbers? Sum of a natural number. Let me call it as x and its square, which means plus x square is equal to 132. What is the difference of the two numbers? So we are supposed to find x square minus x. How much is that? So let's first find the value of x. So when I take 132 to this side, I'll be getting x square plus x minus 132 is equal to 0. Right. So how to find, like, basically you have to find the factors. Again, 132 multiplication में आना चाहिए minus 132 and addition में you should have 1. Obviously minus sign means you will have to do subtraction. Okay. Now 132 कैसे आएगा 11 into 12 है ना तो 11 120 yeah it's 11 12 are. So 11 and 12 are the numbers basically. So किसको negative sign देना है since the addition is demanding a positive value you will give negative sign to the smaller number. So 12 and minus 11 खत्म. So the factors are like this x minus 11 x plus 12 is equal to 0. I'm solving the third problem. So that gives me x equal to 11 and x equal to minus 12. Okay. The question is what is the difference between the two numbers? Like difference between the like x square and x. So now since it is a natural number, x equal to 11 is the correct answer. I'll be ignoring the negative sign. That means if 11 is the correct answer, x's value, then what you're supposed to find is x square minus x. That is 11 square, which means 121 minus 11, that gives you 110. Option 3 will be your correct answer. Okay, proceeding further. Fourth problem. The sum of a natural number and its reciprocal is 145 by 12. The difference between the numbers will be how much? So the natural number, let me call it as x plus reciprocal is 1 by x. That's what they are saying is 145 upon 12. What they are asking is find the difference between the numbers. Like x minus 1 by x is what they're asking. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Let's multiply the whole equation by x. That should give you x square plus 1 is equal to 145 x divided by 12. Okay. Now, in this case, this divided by 12 is going to create trouble for us. Let's do one thing. Let's multiply everything by 12. So that gives us 12x square plus 12 is equal to 145x. And ultimately, I'll be getting 12 x square minus 145x is equal, sorry, uh, plus 12 is equal to 0. Now, the product should be equal to 12 into 12, 144, and the sum should be equal to 145. Now, obviously, product should be equal to 144. The sum should be equal to 145. Obviously, minus 145. Now, since the product is a positive number, which means you have to add them. Now, ऐसा कौन सा नंबर है जिसको ऐड करके 145 मिलेगा? Obviously, the answer is 144 and 1. When you multiply them, you'll get 144. When you add them, you'll get 145. Now, since the addition is a negative number, both the numbers should be negative in this case. So, minus 144, when you add with minus 1, you'll get the answer to be minus 145. So, hence your factors are minus 144x minus 1x plus 12 is equal to 0. So when you take 12x common from here, x minus 12 comes in the bracket. When you take minus 1, you'll get again x minus 12 in the bracket. And your two factorial brackets are x minus 12 and 12x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x equal to 12 is your one answer, and another answer is x equal to 1 upon 12. So basically, yeah, number and a reciprocal. So ultimately, your answers are 12 and 1 by 12. Now you have to find the difference between them. So 12 minus 1 by 12 is equal to 144 minus 1, 143 divided by 12. Your answer should be option 4.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yep.
Sir, if we do it another method, means I tried in another method.
Mm-hmm.
X square plus 1 is equal to 145 by 12. Then
Mm-hmm.
I took the RHS denominator 12 to LHS.
Mm-hmm.
It then became 12x square plus
Mm-hmm.
12 is equal to 145. So
Mm-hmm.
12x square plus 12 is equal to 145. Then I did 12x square plus 12 minus 145 is equal to 0. So if I
Mm-hmm.
solve it ahead, then also can I get the same answer?
Actually, we have done the same only, right? See, 12x square plus 12 is equal to 145x. You took it over here, it becomes minus
Sir, but
145.
I didn't get 145x. I only got 145.
That is a printing, sorry, that is a calculation mistake. When you multiply x throughout, there should be an x over here as well.
Sir, but I didn't multiply x throughout.
Then how did you get x square? You cannot see,
Okay.
आप अगर यहाँ पर LHS में x multiply कर रहे हैं, then you have to multiply RHS as well.
Yes, sir, I understood.
Okay.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
from where did you get the 144? Like product of the two numbers, how did you get 144?
A and C.
Okay, so you multiply them.
Yes, because I've always told you that the product should be equal to AC.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay. Shall I erase this?
Sir,
Okay. Fourth हो गया. Next is fifth one. Solve this and find x. Now, In this case, you'll say, sir, this is not a quadratic equation. Yes, it is not a quadratic equation because the highest power is x raised to 4. You're absolutely correct. But we can convert it into a quadratic equation and then solve. I'll tell you how. Because, see, whatever this number is, iska square hai ye. So, if I consider a is equal to x square or फिर x या फिर x square equal to a, whatever it is, x square equal to a if I'm considering, then x raised to 4 will be equal to what? A square, right? Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah, okay. So this equation can be rewritten as 3 instead of x raised to 4, I can write a square minus 18. Then instead of x square, I can write a plus 15 equal to 0. Now, when you will see this, this is a quadratic equation. Now, yes, I cannot solve this directly, but I can solve this. This is allowed because the quadratic equation simply says it can be any variable. Compulsory nahi hai ki it should always be x. It can be any variable. That variable must have the maximum power of 2. That's it. I hope I'm clear. So this is allowed. Okay. So whenever you find such kind of problems, please do this to solve it. Now, again, in this case, all the numbers are divisible by 3, so I'll divide everything by 3. This will give me a square over here minus 6a plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, again, the principle remains the same. The product should be equal to 5 and the sum should be equal to minus 6. And that is nothing but a minus 1. Sorry, 6, 5, 5 and 1. Minus 5 and a minus 1. These are the factors. And that gives you a is equal to 5 and a is equal to 1. Okay, I'm getting a's value. But the problem is the question is not asking for a's value, but it is asking for x's value. Now, a's value is what we have considered a as what x squared. So instead of a, I'll write x squared in this case is equal to 5. That gives me x is equal to root of 5. Similarly, over here, a ke jagah pe I'll write x square that is equal to 1. That gives me x is equal to 1. So ultimately, the solution for this is what? Now, there is one catch over here. My dear children, uh, when you take square root, now square root जो होगा, this is root 5. But it could have been either plus root 5 or minus root 5. जब भी square root लेते हैं, you should understand. Square root लेने के बाद the answer could have been positive or negative. Same way here as well. After taking square root, this can be plus 1 or minus 1. So your answer is plus minus root 5 and plus minus 1. In this case, option 3 will be your correct answer.
Excuse me, sir.
Yep.
Sir, is there any rule like for the roots? We have to join with or and.
For the roots means for the factors, right?
Like for here, the answer is plus minus root 5 plus minus 1. So
Uh-huh.
generally we say
Or,
or or and.
or.
Okay, sir.
Okay, shall I erase?
Sir.
Okay. Sixth one. The length and the breadth of a rectangle is 3x plus 5 and 7x minus 2, and that of another rectangle is 2x minus 7 and 5x plus 6. What is the difference between their areas? So let's find the wait difference between their areas. Okay. So let's find the first area. The first area is what? The product of these numbers. So 3x, sorry, 3x plus 5 and 7x minus 2. This is the first area. And the second area is what? Okay, I'll write the first area first. Or maybe second area also I can write. Second area is what? 2x minus 7 and 5x plus 6. Okay. So let me open the bracket and find the answer for the first area. The first area, let me call it as A1. I'll call this as the second area as A2. So 3 into 7 is 21. So 21x square plus 3 into 2 is 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. So I'll write minus 6x. Then 5 into 7 is 35x. Then minus 5 into minus 2 is minus 10. So that gives me 21x square plus 29x minus 10. This is the first area. This is A1. And then A2 goes like this. 2 into 5, it's 10x square. Then 2 into 6 is 12x. Then minus 35x minus 42. 42. So that goes 10x square minus 23x minus 42. A2. So this is the second area, first area. So what you have to do is simply subtract them. So A1 minus A2 will give you 21 minus 10 gives you 11x square. 29 minus of minus 23 gives you plus 23. That is 40, 50, 52x minus 10 minus of minus 42 is plus 42. That gives you 32 plus 32. So yes, option 1 is your correct answer.
Sir, it should be okay. Okay, I understood.
Hmm. Okay. Sixth प्रॉब्लम हो गया ना ओके okay sixth one we are done so I want you guys to try the 7 and 8th one okay try 7th and 8th one as homework in the next class we'll discuss them and proceed further okay so that's all for today my dear children see you next time till then take care bye bye
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
yeah